All right, we are back here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour, brought to you by the Bakersfield Californian, and we are now joined by Butch Hedrick of ANRA and Blake Bowser of Autoclub Famoso Raceway. Glad to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Quick reminder that coming December 5th, as we've been talking about all show long, will be our end-of-the-year special section, which will be inserted into the Bakersfield Californian on December 5th. That's Saturday, December 5th. It'll be about a 40-page section, and part of that will be our all-area driving awards, which we're looking forward to. And we're talking about the fact that our criteria for that selection is a couple of things. And one of them is if you've won 3 races at an oval track, you're automatically qualified. And if you've won 2 races at the drag strip, you're automatically qualified. And we've got some early winners there. And there's also some special considerations that we're gonna put in place too. And so if you win like at the March meet, you're in. If you win at the Hot Rod Reunion, you're in. And so we're looking forward to that. And Josh Wagner, who just happens to be Butch's grandson out of Wasco, is one of those guys. Jason Barta would be one of those as well, who's got I think a March meet victory this year. Mm-hmm. And we'll be interesting. We're going to have to really look through and find these guys. But what's unique about you're not racing as much on the drag strips in Famoso, but the car counts are through the roof in almost all classes, right?
Yeah, so it's obviously to win out there. It's a lot more competitive.
Yeah.
It's much, you have to go,
got to go through like 60 cars in some cases. Yeah. What is the biggest class in your division?
Hot Rod is.
Yeah,
we usually have 65. Now, Josh went through, 130 at the
about
March
130.
meet?
Yeah.
130 Hot Rod at the March meet. So 7-8 rounds.
And that's amazing to manage. I mean, that's like an event unto itself.
Well, and yours, what you would be, you take your hot rod and sportsman and divide it by ET.
Yeah, we have about 85 at least 85 between the two classes. So.
Right. Yeah.
So ANRA kicks off on Friday, right?
Well, parking
gets on Friday. Saturday and Sunday is the big day. Right. And what you're expecting about the usual 350, 400,000 cars? Maybe?
Yeah, don't I wish? Yeah, then I could afford to pay the bill. I think with the heat and everything this time, we're going to have around 225, 235. I hope.
Okay.
It'd be done. We had 337, I believe, last at the opener, but I fed them that way, so we fed them about.
There's a barbecue included.
We fed about 1,200 people that night.
So this week you're on your own, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. They're going to be on their own, and they bring their dads out.
Yeah. Anything special planned for this weekend as far as events go?
Well, no, we're going to do our normal thing. I do have, of course, we run a live stream through the deal, and Larry's going to try to get the kids or anybody that wants to come over and give a shout out to their dads that can't make the track or make the race. They're going to do that for Sunday, for Father's Day, and just a little something to kind of add to it.
Nice. And the live stream can be, is that something you can pay per view, or is that?
No, it's just strictly on our deal through.
On your website?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just on the website.
And those guys do a great job, I have to admit. I saw their setup when I was there once before, and it's a real nice setup. So this is second of 4 races this season, right?
Right.
August, and then when's the next after that?
October.
Yep. So the finals are in October.
Right.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your points leaders right now. And first of all, what is the admission for this weekend?
$30 per person car or for crew, and $50 for a tech car.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Brian Hall is leading in the NE1 with 60 points, and you've got Gregory Means and Dale Taros. That's the top 3 right now in NE1. Right. Going to NE2, we have Daniel Bascom, Steve Olmshed, and Bob Johnson. Those are your top 3 in NE2. And then going to NE3, Austin Fry is your leader. He's from Bakersfield, right?
Right.
Rob Kolb.
Close.
Taft.
Close enough.
Yeah. Bakersfield, Taft is all the same. Matt Francev is in actually tied for 3rd with, is it Ron Anzalone?
Yeah, Anzalone.
Okay. And in A-Gas, Richard Wilson, Keith Morovich, Terry Newton, and Brian Rogers are all in the top 4. And in B-Gas, Brandon Stallnaker, Jim Stewart, Val Miller, Kevin Pope, they're all there. C-Gas, Al Aguiar, Neil Westbrock, Mike O'Neill, Brian Smith, those are your top 4. And in this D-Gas, Dan Fournier, Bo Duke, Jody George, and Randy Harmon are your leaders there. And moving on to E-Gas, Josh Wagner. And look who he has a little bit of a lead over. Isn't this interesting? Richard Lillo is second, and then Butch Hedrick.
Right.
That's my son.
That's your
his
son.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a nephew and an uncle. Is that how that
Yep,
works?
yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right. So
Josh and his uncle.
Josh is uncle. So is there any kind of you have to keep them apart from each other? Is there any kind of animosity in the pits there?
Only when they get side by side on the track. Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Quite often. Matter of
Who do you
fact,
have to root for?
Me, I just stand in the middle and watch who goes out on the top end.
Because you
so-
win no matter what. Oh,
Yeah,
you
well,
won.
yeah. See?
You won. Good
Yeah.
job. How often does that happen out there? That probably happens more often than we think.
He hopes they all win. That way
Yeah.
he just pays less out of the purse. Not going to pay his own grandson to win the race, right?
He gives us back the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how often? I mean, you probably say that quite more often than you think, huh? You know, fathers and sons and uncles and nephews racing. When we talked about
Yeah.
Bakersfield Speedway, they had like half the race was related to each other. But that's the great thing about motorsports is
Yeah.
you really can't do it without family support, right?
Right. Yeah, if it wasn't for the family, my family and our friends, it'd be awful hard to do.
Okay, all right. Let's keep going through our hot rod. Richard Lillo is in the lead there with 80 points. Jeff Beck in second. Mark Kirby and Jennifer Galambos. Tom Mullen. Those are your top five. And look at that. Oh, my gosh. There's like 100 people in that particular. It just keeps going and going. Sportsmen, Patrick Sherlock, Jeff Folan, Nolan Sykes, and Tim Dolan, Tom Featherstone, Eric Christensen, Robert Arana. Those are all some of your leaders in that. Open wheel, Chris Lee, Brandon Dixon, Joe Barton, Fred Atkinson, Rex Salzberg, Jim Sousa. And in junior dragster, Haley Ramos is the leader there. And in junior dragster, Dylan 2 is Dylan Hedgewood. And junior dragster 3, it's Cade Poe. And junior dragster 4, AJ Thomas. And there you go. So, and junior comp, it's Justin Ball.
Yep.
Actually, I don't have any points yet, but there you
No,
go.
we haven't got those up yet.
Haven't got those
So-
yet. So there you go.
So how many classes do you have?
16,
16.
right?
So this is going to be, it's just going to start. What time do we start on Saturday? About 9?
Saturday, we're going to start at 9:30. Open
Okay.
the gates at 7.
7?
And
7?
Start putting.
If I get out there in time.
Yeah, if Blake gets it, if he wakes up, if he's not on the golf course. But yeah, we're starting at.
He just claimed he can't play, so
yeah, well,
he has
that's-
to be out there.
But yeah, we'll qualify on Saturday, and we hope to be off the track before it gets real hot.
Yeah.
Around 3:30.
Okay.
We'll start early Sunday morning. We're going to start at 8:00 on Sunday morning.
We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back with more out here. We're going to talk about Saturday Night Nitro, which is buried into that. There it is, Saturday Night Nitro. Looking forward to that. Griffith is come back from vacation just to see that. So we'll look forward to that here, and we'll be right back after these messages.